goals today. But I get a feeling this game will be a lot tighter. Andorra, whenever they played in the European Soccer League, always finish in last position. There will be something we'll give today. Decent first effort. Scott behind it, just pats it down. And see how both teams approach this. You go for it. There's birthday boy Storm on the ball. It's about the shots. That's the shot, and it's headed away. So no early test for Zimmy in goal. Nothing Storm with the shots. Decent volley. Zimmy hung on to it a second attempt. Near up to his keeper. That's rather wasteful there. One end to the other. Again, Denmark patient build up. Riding rates. Scott has the shot in the end, which whistles wide of the post. Again, Scott watches it wide. One advantage Andorra do have is they have more time spent together, training as a team. Timmy got up well there, he's only a short keeper. On to it the second attempt. Zeno. Timmy with the shots. Scott pats it down, bit unorthodox, but does the job. Riding. He's about to shot himself. Then she goes back to his goalkeeper. Lining, waits. There's the overhead, and what a save that is for Jimmy. Well, great beach soccer. Yorkson with the overhead kick. And the save matched that skill. Storm tries his shot, it's blocked. Trickles harmlessly through to the goalkeeper. Still buzzing from that save he made. Scott, decent keeper with his feet. Says that and kicks it out, commentator's curse. Lever Haggins taken over from Steven Oliveira, previous coach. He was half Danish, half Brazilian, always a bit of Sambal influence. Lever himself, born in South Africa, now a naturalised Dane. To the sports centre, he's not doing beach soccer. There's the finish. Well, they enjoyed that. We knew there'd be goals in this one. That's a man who's added to his total of 2 now, 3 in the tournament. There's a nice feeling for Denmark to go ahead of the game for a change. They tied really well there. Maybe you could say the goalkeeper should have done a little bit better. I don't think Denmark will be worrying about that right now. Abanaz sets himself up. Now for the kickoff. Jeff full of confidence after his early goal. Wasteful ball there, and a wasteful shot as well. You think? Well, he's safe to shoot then, just flicks it back to his goalkeeper. Plays out to Larsen. Well, boxed in there. And it's back to his goalkeeper. Now to Larsen, who's got a bit of space to work with. It's about the shot. Off from Ibanez. Just do it a little bit of pace. Want to get it wide. A touching shot. That's going to do the damage. There's the overhead. And possession-wise, it's all Denmark at the moment. Scott didn't quite get a hold of that. Regia did. Goes for the overhead, but just falls to the ground rather than getting a whip on the kick. Luismi gets away with the poor control. Gerard plays it wide. And it's the old up and under and out. Goal clearance, that really. Yetting. Storm. The shot, watched all the way, Jimmy did well. If he was blocked by a few bodies there. Gerard, famous name in football. Be it PK or Stephen. A throw to Andorra. So it's me. Well, Scott follows it. Then goes long himself and wide. There's the header, it was decent. I think the referee's just blown there for a bit of a knock to the head. But the header was decent. Pretty powerful throw out. Jimmy was behind it. Well, the future's so bright for Denmark right now, they've got to wear shades. Goal up, clean sheet. Halfway through the first period. All's looking rosy. Got no problem scoring, despite heavy defeats. Scored five in one game, 2 in another. 1 today. It's going to work out to tighten up at the back. Shot up and over. Bayana. The battle there, loses out for the throw. Denmark can attack it to move quickly. The best throw out. Timmy does a better one there to the Gallo. He was leaning back as he controlled it, so couldn't get himself set for that overhead. He's battling all the way through there. Scott does really well getting down. Taking a face full of sand, and in his eye in the process. Did well there, Gallo. Their star player, Andorra. All the players play for the NFAF team in Andorra, Bar 1. This is Niera. Yeah, that's the only one who's played beach soccer before. He played in 2016, the rest of them. It's their debut in this tournament. They're inexperienced, but they are young, and they have time to learn. What they do need is more games, though. One tournament a year is pretty scant when you consider there's only 3 games in that competitive environment. How you improve. Gallo touch with the outside of the foot. Cuts inside. Oh well. I think Bayana knew what he was going to do. Just couldn't communicate that to his feet. Well, we need a little bit more quality in the passing here. That's for the 5th time we've seen a ball just hoofed out of play. There's space on this pitch, there's time. 2 teams are tired after 2 days of beach soccer. Time to play the ball. No one's being closed quickly, such as Jimenez there. The type of ball we need, a little bit more quality, a little bit more thought. Nice playing Gallo, quite manage it. Jacobson shepherds it back to Scott and then receives the ball back. There. Scott saves. Scott. Jamie catches confidently. Gives the ball straight back to Denmark, and it's a second goal for that man, a second goal for Denmark. Regia, calm as you like, pops it in the back of the goal. 4 goals in the tournament. Now 2 goals for Denmark. Simplest of goals, wasn't it? Right down the middle. No one marking. Jimmy looking a lonely figure there. The ball was slotted past him. So Denmark 2, Andorra 0. Ibanez. Well, didn't know anything about that. Well, they've got away with that. First of all, left, and then Ibanez cannot follow up with the finish. Scott, got time. Zimmy picks it up, goes short, straight back to his keeper. Lewis Meek. Well, again, it's that aimless forward ball, isn't it? Need to relax. There's not too much at stake here. Take a few chances. Try and play a clever ball or two forward. One for the hat trick, but I think it just unsighted as the ball came through there. Danish striker. Diana. Dorf. Nice control. Asking the players to come to him. Edgard does. Larson. Maybe could have had the touch there. Hopeful more than anything. Itty. All bounces out behind the goal. Diana. No better time for him. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Oh, silly. Jorgensen. I'll get it towards the goal. Clearance is on. Easy for Scott. Picks it up. He's got to release it within 5. Does so. Jimmy's down. That's a good take from the goalkeeper. Dominating his area there. Easy for Scott. Storm now, birthday boy. But he'd love a goal on his birthday. Making himself available. That's par 1 if you want to score a goal. Bang. Shots are probably a little bit too far out, I think, sometimes. Nearer. Little battle in the corner there. There we have it, end of the first period. Denmark will be happy with that clean sheet and 2 goals to the good. Denmark 2, Andorra 0.
Tem passe dentro. Ele está para ele passar pivô sem poder ter o balão. Os outros estás aqui, a 5 metros e estás desperrando o tio.
Sale Marco, ¿no, Moy?
Sí, sí. Os outros estás desperrando. Esse é esto. Vamos em defensa. Estamos diciendo para dividir, ¿vale? Que con el portero pone el balón dentro del área para que pase los 4 segundos para empezar. Pero en vivo não pode ir reto, ¿eh? Vivo vai dividindo por quê? Porque assim é.
So there's the man who scores the 2 goals, separated the 2 teams. Reja, first goal for him. Jimmy probably think he could have done better there. There is the second simplest of goals, played down the middle. Turn. Side foot finish, left foot. That puts Denmark 2-0 up.
Escucha una cosa, que son mejores ellos que nosotros, ¿eh? Vamos a pensar ahora con nosotros aquí, son muy buenos.
Vamos a levantar esto, vamos a levantar.
Mientras con los estamos viendo poderes, nosotros jugamos. Atento, ¿eh?
Empieza a gritar ya, Marco.
Denmark to kick off the second period. No shot as yet. That was good control and a fine effort from Zino, just couldn't keep it down though. Levin goes in goal now for Denmark. Also a switch up in goal with Marco going in goal for Andorra. Yeah, take. Ball back to Larsen. He thought about the shot for a second and holds his thought. There. Whoa, crashes off the bar, Levin, I think. Maybe thought it wasn't heading for goal and the wind took it. A little bit of a change of direction with the wind, and crossbar saves the keeper. Yeah, steps one way, goes the other. That's a good save for Marco. Strong hands there. Door for the shot. Gallo trying to get the turn on. Eventually to Bayana. Larsen brings it out defence, coolly plays it to Yeti. Yeti again. Time and space to open himself out to the whole pitch there. And goes back to his goalkeeper. Well, Ajard has dropped in from the touchline. And then it fell a force of the big Dane there. Nero with the free kick. Levin follows it all the way, bit unorthodox with his save. But he did the main thing, which was getting his body behind it. Goalkeeper Marco, step forward. Maybe a little bit too much anticipation in that. Storm. Very nicely forward. Riding. Back to his keeper, who's boxed in rather there. Shots up and over. Marco takes the ball. It's out to Gerard. Stretching as he hit it, so no real power there. And no power in that overhead, so it's easy to deal with for Levin. Plays it out quickly. Riding. Gerard, vital header in there. Storm. Well, that would have been the cherry on top of his birthday cake if he could have fired that one home with a scissor kick. In the end, he takes the corner. Wasn't far away. Jorgensen can't really get hold of it. Jimenez does well there. In rugby terms, gains a few yards. You can push forward. By the way, beachsoccer.com, we're going to catch up on the story of this tournament. Got A and B division going on here in the Euro Beach Soccer League. B division teams are playing for the place in the super final, which will give them a chance to play in a promotion game, bring themselves into the A division. Azerbaijan did that last season. A lot of people saying Hungary are the favourites this season. Oh, it's a great header from Jorgensen. Delicate as you like. Into the goal. The dance is on. And Denmark are looking like they're on for victory here. Denmark 3, Andorra 0. Great header, just dinged it over the keeper. It takes some doing chipping the goalkeeper and the goal's this size. Well, speaking to the coach yesterday, Lever, he was saying, we need to win this one. We want to win this one. Got to be realistic in our ambitions and build. Beating Andorra was part of that building process. You mentioned they're not shy of scoring. He scored 7 before today, so they're on to 10 goals for the tournament, which is not a bad return. But defensively, they were conceding a heck of a lot. So lost 10-5 against Bulgaria, 16-2 against Hungary. So a clean sheet would be very welcome here today as well. Zeno. There's the ball out. So it means Denmark gets a pile on the pressure again. Well, the Erte not the biggest player on the pitch. Can't get up to head that one. It's a decent overhead from Igalo, who's shown is a really skillful beach soccer player. Adapted well to the sport. Of course, all the Andorran players play futsal and they transitioned over to this sport for this tournament. First time for all of them. Barnera, who's played last year as well as this year, so not much experience and a big learning process for them. Back to his goalkeeper. Levin. Getting. Well, speculative, hopeful rather than anything else. So to roll back to his goalkeeper. Poor lack of touch out in poor touch and completely missed it. Levin can watch you wide. Denmark can build again. chance for Dennis Dorf. This time he makes the most of it. Good job. So foul, riding. Oh. Penalty's been given by the look of it. Yep, there's the kick number 1. That's what the referee's blown for. So Riding as the man kicked will have to take the penalty. This has put some real daylight between them and Andorra. Riding steps up and just slides the ball home. Conveniently gets out of the way. Denmark now starting to enjoy this game. Ibanez will kick off in just a second as we watch. Penalty confidently stroked home, wasn't it? Goalkeeper conveniently got out of the way as well. Near that. Ah, well, they've got to go back. Ton of deflection. Levin. Kind of a rueful smile on his face there. So, Andorra. Stop Denmark keeping a clean sheet. Need another 3 to follow that one. It's a deflection in, doesn't it? Maybe off a Danish player or the sand, I can't quite tell from that picture. Lang. Wilson asking for it into his chest there. Header's not ideal in that position, bit far out from goal. With me. Storm, his keeper. He's skillful player, Storm. And almost one step ahead of what he does. Knows where he's going to play before he's got the ball. Lang. I think does well there. The goalkeeper mops up for him. Ibanez. Levin follows it all the way. Easy take for the keeper in the end. Oh, interesting control, almost with the throw that. Yeah, take. And ball's given. So free kicks are all direct, all unopposed. In this instance, very difficult to get the power you need, and the wind is blowing against them as well. Options here for players to just try and bounce in front of the keeper and get Divot to play its part in the goal. Go sheer power. That was neither, really. Yeah, take. Oh, good turn, good save as well. Surely, it is there now. Yorkshire, not the prettiest after this volley before, but they all count, as they say. Full goal cushion is restored. Denmark 5, Andorra 1. Yorkshire has scored him this tournament previously. And it would be more spectacular, that goal. But he gets the rebound eventually, kicks it into the sand, takes it over the goalkeeper. Those deflections we were talking about. And smiles on Danish faces. Larson. Up and under. Goalkeeper does well, a bit unorthodox, but it gets to Gerard. The Gallo can't quite control it. So Denmark on the attack again. Gets it with the shot. Goalkeeper's behind it though. I think a metre either side it was in because he was very unsighted there. Gets it again, tucks in nicely, left foot. And that is a great save. That's some really nice beach soccer there. Marco with the save. Gets it with the shot. Tucks in there. Just completely sells the defender by shaping to shooting and going the other way. Good save at the other end now from Levin. Picking on the pace this game now. Headers away by Dorf. Gerard back to his goalkeeper. Strong defending by Denmark there. Alejado can't find the gap for his shot. Dorf can't find the gap for his pass to Storm. Gallo calls for the foul there. He didn't particularly appeal himself. Dorf back to Levin. We tick inside the 2-minute mark for this period. Gallo. Well, foul eventually given. Yellow card's going to be issued. Storm with it. Well, that's his birthday card there. Birthday yellow card. Well, he got one off his teammates today. Well, he's got one off the referee. Confirmation. 19 years of age today. Zeno taking his time, making sure the sand's in the right position for him. So nice and flat in front of the ball as well as behind it. It's easy that for Levin to deal with, no power in it whatsoever. Gotta be, it is brilliantly done. Jorgensen, well, he is having a fine game today. Beckons his teammates up. Yeah, it's getting to the stage now that I don't think Andorra can put enough pressure on Denmark without leaving big gaps at the back themselves. Yeah, that ball shot in the end. And Ding, eventually back to his keeper. Ling. Foul on the goal. One of the goal scorers. Up to the thigh there. He needs a rest as well. Stopped on 1 minute 4 seconds. Jorgensen is up. That's a tight angle for the free kick. He's got to cross the tape, and when you do cross the tape, it means you've got to slightly stutter your run up and just take power out of your shot. Free kick, and well, referee did well to get out of that way of that one. There, back to his goalkeeper. Clock ticks down inside the final minute. He's lacking ideas completely here, Andorra. And often playing a futsal style like that doesn't always bode well for a team. Riding. Lovely ball across the pitch, and that's a fine goal by Denmark. Beautifully played. One touch beats soccer. And a final touch by Riding. Makes it Denmark 7, Andorra 1. Easiest of finishes. Good awareness to put the ball in from Bejar with the cross. Starts to turn into a stroll by the lake. Gallo, I think he meant a shot there, ended up a pass, found his teammate. Falling backwards as he shoots, so gets no power. That's how I scream after that one, frustration. And ball it looked like, but not given, that's a fine save. Marco stayed alert when everyone else was appealing. There we have it, end of the period. Good one for Denmark. An excellent one for Denmark. Lucky 7 for them. It's Denmark 7, Andorra 1. So, highlights will be making fine watching in the Danish capital right now. Penalty there for Riding, 1 of 2 for him in that period. Strokes that one home, real simplicity. And the deflection straight for the kickoff after that penalty. Bounce takes it in, having no chance. And then Jakobsen, he'd had a volley just before that. And hits it into the ground on the neatest of goals. They all count, as they say. And that one, the simplest of all. Great execution of the overhead kick, but just a long ball from the goalkeeper. Great control. And Jorgensen with a fine finish. Levin loving that. And then, great move, diagonal ball, crossed in, but Riding to finish. So they're not giving up, Andorra. Early shot makes Levin make the save. Ling to Levin. Good touch from Jakobsen. Nicely done with a chest stroke shoulder. That's poor goalkeeping in terms of distribution there. He'll got him out of trouble, but eventually loses the ball, Jakobsen. Oh, well, Dan Storm was dreaming of that, hitting the top corner, just got under the ball though. Takes it way over the bar. Near that, most experienced player in their beach soccer team. He's got 1 year's worth of experience. He's the captain. Regalo did well. He's played well this tournament. Standout player for Andorra. Two teams playing for pride more than anything. And a third place finish, of course. Good save by Levin. Tino with that effort. Goes across to take the corner. And Storm is on forward on his own. Decides to check back. Probably sensible. Good hiding. Good header away and out from Nera. Well, the goalkeeper came far too far there, completely lost in no man's land. Jorgensen pops up, heads in the back of the net, had to be brave there, he was. Denmark get their 8th goal. Denmark 8, Andorra 1. Goalkeeper came a long way, but he didn't do that vital thing a goalkeeper needs to do. Put his hands in the air. Put his hands in the air. Easy. Wilson not complaining. Look at his teammates. Gerard. Zip 11. Yeti. Reja. Oh, the bounce takes it in. Hat trick. And a lot of love. Reja slams it into the back of the net. Courtesy of a deflection. Well, takes it right over the goalkeeper. Well, could be Denmark be heading for double figures here. So that's what they want. That'll exercise a few ghosts of the last 2 days and the heavy defeats they've had there. It's been heavier than they would have anticipated, especially yesterday's 16-2 against Hungary. No foul given, so we play on. Louis Smith. That's quality in the passes whatsoever, is there? None of them are trying to play it dribbling on the floor. Strong defending there by Dorf. Itty. Back. Larson, the captain, trying to get in on the out there. Shot is deflected, but not out, so Levin can pick it up. Abanez. Larson plays the ball back. Levin sees the ball again. Well, not quite sure he meant that, but gets away with it. Heading. Well, it's gone for the corner. That's for the goal, keeping you what was going on there. Poor header back to him. They made the save. 3-4 for Denmark. One all the way over at far post as well. And Idja can't quite get hold of it. Igalo, well, he did well there. It was a great turn, a great touch. And he's been the outstanding performer for Denmark, for Andorra. And he took that with plenty of confidence. Touch on the turn. Slotted it past Levin. Simplest of goals, wasn't it? In fact, there's no defence in the middle. Makes it far too easy to happen for both teams here today. Denmark have scored from it. And now Andorra profiting from it as well. You've got to get in tighter there. Somebody in front of the goalkeeper. Jorgensen right in, kick off. Ah, that's brilliant. Well, superbly worked kick off. Jorgensen, 5 goals now. Brilliantly done that. Normally you get the ball played wide on a kick off there. As I mentioned, there's gaps in the centre of defence. They thought, let's exploit that. And boy, did they exploit it. What a finish. Well, Ghostbusters is playing in the background. Denmark are exercising a few ghosts for the last 2 days. Conceded double figures twice. Now they've scored double figures. They'll just be desperate for this to be over now, I think. The overhead. This time the sand is kind as it takes it over the bar. Zeno. Up and over. The up hold up and under. Ideal for rugby league, not for beach soccer. Riding. And Tiete, well, he stepped forward there and killed him really. The ball went over his head then. Zeno clears it. Oh, again, the size of the Danes counts there. Simple corner, simple header. Fixture. Heads it home. There's smiles all around, replacing the skulls of yesterday. It was a good header, wasn't it? Well, this time they can't score from a kickoff. Still only halfway through this period. Plenty of time for more goals. I get a feeling we will get them. They're not defending in numbers. A bit too long on that corner. The possession goes the way of Denmark. He'll need to get his foot over the top of the ball there just to play it down into the sand. Couldn't manage that. They've been happy to watch that one go wide. Gets it. Levin. Well, Jimenez there. Fooled everyone, I think himself for a second as well. With that little twist and turn. There, Joe. Larson, careful with his setup. When all your teammates have scored lots of goals, you're desperate to get on the score sheet yourself as well. Anything you can do, I can do as well. Decent effort, but watched all the way by the keeper. Gets it out quickly. And rolls it harmlessly through to his opposite number. Well, it wasn't bad technique from Yete, just too difficult an angle for him to get around the ball and get it towards goal. Yete. Beja. Playing. The overhead. Well, not exactly sure where the hoot is blown. They're being spotted by the third official. And the hoot has gone. Well, something was said that to the third and fourth official. By Storm, well, happy birthday to you. 2 cards, no red one. So Denmark must play 2 minutes with 4 men or until Andorra score, whichever one's quicker. No way to celebrate your birthday, is it? Sent off, unless he wants to get to the pub early. Jorgensen. Swap in now. Well, this is a chance for Andorra to try and put a bit of respectability on the scoreline. After all the confusion there, we're about ready to get underway, I think. So eventually this free kick will be taken. Scanera hovering over it. Again, most experienced beach soccer player, but got vast experience. He played last year in this. Everyone else brand new for this tournament. He's the only one who plays for a different team as well. Everyone plays for NFAF, the country. He plays for St. Juliet. Oh, what a strike that is. Absolutely brilliant. Pure power into the top corner. Levin, no chance. And Project Pride, I should say Project Pride, is underway. Project Respectability on the scoreline. So they have to be quick. I think Jakobsen. Going for that middle ball. This time Andorra wide to it. Take it with the shot. Honestly through to Levin from Regalo. Dorf steps one way then the other and gives it to his keeper. He'll have snow on it by the time it comes down from Yorkson. Headed away. Defensive duties being kept up by Denmark. Dennis Dorf there. Well, does he pull there, Regalo? No, Peel. We play on. Right in there, not quite sure what he was trying to do. Albanese. Up and over. I think Levin's out. Confidently claims. Is it into Dorf? Equally as confident there. Maybe a little bit slack as well with his pass back, but gets away with it. Gotta be. It is Yete. Well, Ilkson missed the overhead kick. Yete was not going to miss that side foot finish. 13. Unlucky for some, but mainly Andorra. The overhead kick was a bit of a fail. That wasn't. Opened his body nicely there just to guide it away from the goalkeeper. There, steps up. Gallo with the shot. Encroachment there, I think. Referee, maybe could have shouted across there, don't do that. So Denmark back to the 5 men after their man sent off, Dan Storm. Combination of defender goalkeeper keeps it out. Easy for Levin to take. 2 periods the goalkeeper today. He's got just the 1. Nice hands from Levin, well held. Swing and a miss from Gerard. We hurtle towards the final minute here. Denmark will just be happy to just move this ball about. A bit ambitious really from Levin. Need to take a lot of weight off that pass. Dorf. Larson, good save. He did well there, got out quickly. Yete gets the nutmeg on, gets round the other side so it counts and tucks in nicely. Was Rejar, well, they got in the way of each other, but eventually heads it to himself, Yete, and then heads it in. Much love to the camera there. It scares me when players do that. I've got a screen right in front of me. There's the second one, second bite to the cherry. Nicely done. Plays the ball to himself almost there and shows the love. Well, for Denmark, this is an absolute breath of fresh air. After two absolute hammerings of 10-5 against Bulgaria and 16-2 against Hungary. Plenty of sighs of relief breathed here. The Danish contingent who were desperate for a win. I think it's about to happen. Lusmi just can't get his shot in. Can't get a shot in with any purpose anyway. Dorf now. There we have. Final whistle's gone. Well, Denmark have created a record. It's their biggest win in their history. Did it in fine style. Plenty of goals and overhead kicks. Some nice interchange play as well. So it is a good way to finish the tournament of Denmark. You can go and enjoy the delights of Siofok.